folks, this is Nikki from Little Blue Artworks. Welcome to the Little Blue Needle Felt a Bee Kit. So first, inside your little kit you're going to find a bag. This is a self-fill bag which you can fill with either rice or lentils or stuffing or wool. This will be to protect your needles while you're needle felting into your wool so you don't break them. Here I'll be using some rice to fill my bag. Now I've filled my rice about 3/4 full. I can now pull the strings of the bag to secure the top. Now I have a soft surface I can use for my needle felting project. So now we'll come in a little closer to needle felt our bee. First you're going to need your needle. This is a medium-sized needle, colour-coded with a pink cruelty-free varnish. You can also look for the same needle as a gauge 36. If you buy needles from myself, I sell packs of 30 in a small, a medium and a large size, a 32, a 38 and a 36. You will also find some wool in your kit. We have some yellow, some white and some black. First we'll start with our yellow. You can pull this wool apart into a smaller size to start with, and we're going to work this into a ball shape. I'm going to fold some over my thumb and put the thumb on the top. I'm going to turn it slightly and fold that wool in and tuck that under my thumb and keep doing this all the way round until we have a circle shape. Now I can hold this down on my pad and push my needle through. You're pushing through the wool and into the mat. You can now let go of the wool and it should be somewhat attached to the mat. The needle itself is a triangle shape. It has a sharp point on the end and each side of the triangle has 3 barbs facing downwards towards the point. This catches the fibres as you push down through the wool and mats them together, and this is the felting process. Now you can take this wool off your mat and turn it. Hold it down carefully and push through. Being careful not to stab your fingers, you continue to work like this until you have a ball shape. If you would like to make your bee bigger, you just have to add wool around the outside. Roll it up inside the new wool and continue to build up the size until it's how you want it. Now it's at the desired size. I'm just going to stab this all over, turning as I go with my felting needle until the ball feels nice and firm and we have an oval shape. As you continue to felt, you don't want to stab too hard through the ball of wool. You then begin to just tap the outside to work on the texture and surface of your bee. If you have a part of the surface you're not happy with, you can take off some of your excess yellow wool and just patch that over the top and tap that on to smoothen the appearance. Now we have the bee at the desired size, we're going to add our black stripes. I'm going to take some of the black wool and peel off a length this way. You don't want it too thick, so I have a fairly small thin piece here. Now I can start to rub that between my thumb and finger. If you want to wet your fingers, this helps the felting process. Now I'm just going to wrap that around my bee, tacking it into the core structure to secure. You can move the fibres with the tip of your needle until it's in the correct position and then push through to attach. Work your way all the way round. You can either cut off the excess or continue to work that length round this way and the other round the other way. As I do not want this one to come any thicker, I'm going to cut off the excess and attach the ends with my needle into the core structure of the bee. Now that stripe is firmly attached on, I'm going to make 2 more stripes with the black. This will be done in the same way. Now we have our 3 stripes fixed onto the core of our bee. We just need to add 2 little eyes for his face. Peel off a small amount of the black. Rub it into a ball between your thumb and your finger. Wetting your fingers will help the felting process. Firmly press it as you're rolling it. I'll make one of the same size. Now we have 2 eyes of the same or similar size. You can pick up the ball with the tip of your needle to place onto your bee. Push it onto the face of the bee and with your nail hold that down to pull your needle out. Now you should be able to felt through the eye into the bee itself. As you do this, the eye will become smaller. And the same with the other one. Now we have our little bee ready for its wings. If you take the white wool out from your kit, you can separate the wool lengthways, and if you're not holding too much, hold it with your thumb and fingers at the end and pull lengthways. This will break the fibres into a shorter length. Continue to do this until you've built up a small and shorter length of the white wool. You don't want your final piece of wool to be too thick. Here I can just still see through the fibres. Laying this on my mat, I'm going to hold it down between my 2 fingers and felt through the middle to secure the fibres together. I want this to be about 1 centimetre wide or less. Now I'm going to fold the right and the left side in to make each wing. The wing will be roughly 1.5 centimetres in length. Before I felt any further, I'm going to gently peel this off my pad as it will be quite firmly stuck to the fabric of the pad. Now I'm going to felt the other side. Continue to lift up from your pad and turn it and felt on both sides, especially in the middle, as this point will be attached to your bee to hold the 2 wings in place. If you want to bring in the size of the middle bit there, pop your wings on the side and felt downwards into the middle. And on the other side. This will now give a rough figure of 8 shape. Feel free to trim off any excess of the fluff to neaten up those wings. Now we can attach the middle onto the bee, right at his top, felting through the middle into the bee to attach. Now the wings are firmly attached to the bee, we have our little felted creation. I hope you enjoyed this project. If you would like to try out some of my full kits, I have a range on my website. I also have monthly surprise boxes you can subscribe to. You can find me on Instagram or Facebook or on my website www.littleblueartworks.com. Thanks for watching!